It is rare to find a household that does not grow the Irish potato in Kisoro district. Apart from growing it commercially, it is also a staple for every meal.
Really, this crop is very important because this enterprise has performed very well and it has given people a lot of money. It has also marketed our district.
Over the years, potato farmers had stuck to growing the local variety called Rangume. As the demand increases, especially for products like chips and crisps, new varieties like Sagata, Arizona, Connect, and Tausi have been introduced.
So if you look at a variety like this, because for processing we need varieties which have shallow eyes. If you see this one, you may think the eyes are not there because they are superficial, they are on top. But when you look at this Victoria, you can see the eyes are sunken, they are deep. They are deep. So if someone is peeling, you have to cut. So that means you will incur more losses, more wastages when you are peeling such a variety than this one.
Daughter Bandera of International Fertilizers Development Center said the new varieties will be better.
Before these varieties were released, I said we evaluated 21 varieties, but out of those, 7 were released. These were varieties that performed very well. Some had over 50 metric tons per hectare. And here in Uganda, the average yield is 7 metric tons per hectare. So some of these varieties had, during the National Variety Performance Trials, they did over 50 metric tons.
Farmers are benefiting from practical demonstrations as they are sensitized about the new varieties and their yields.
We thought it pertinent to popularize them amongst the farmers, and that is why we have this on-farm demonstrations trial here.
The demonstration started with Chimbiri, Munamba, and Yakushenya sub-county.
Inarebe yihangene ni Victoria. Gwangume atiniro mushana.
Gwangume katino mushana.
Nayo nimbuto yo guhinga nayiraboneye. Gwangume y'umushana gwarayijanye bambe. Shanure ndi mvivu.
Nezindi Gwangume yo ne sembibo nyinji munonga konkabwo bukaba buke munonga.
So this variety Victoria, it is also susceptible to red blight disease. But farmers are growing it. They are growing it because they have known how to manage the disease. Management practices through fungicide spraying, manipulation of planting time, things like that. So they are able to manage the disease. So the disease, red blight, the disease would not be really a problem to deter farmers from embracing the varieties.
In this plantation, 8 varieties were planted for testing. The process involves all farmers so they can compare the yields for a particular variety.
These varieties were evaluated on research, under research managed conditions. But now, to convince farmers that these varieties perform well, we thought to bring them under farm managed conditions. Then the farmers evaluate them as well and identify or select what they feel, which varieties they feel will do better for them.
Despite the long dry spell that hit Kisoro district earlier this year, the new varieties were seen to perform better than the local ones in terms of being resistant to diseases and drought.
The performance, really, these varieties, I think, I see they have performed well. Bearing in mind that these varieties were planted on 29th of March, and they only had rain in April. In the first week of May, rain disappeared to death. But now you can see the tuber size. Most of them, they have large tubers compared to a variety like Rwangume, this local variety here. Rwangume, you can see, if you see Rwangume here, you compare it with this. This is Rwangume. They were planted the same day, and they have been under same management practices. But you can see this variety is called the Sagita.
Kisoro district agriculture officers cite some challenges they are likely to face if they embrace the new varieties.
One is the challenge of seed. because as you have been seeing, it will be very hard to come up with a large quantity of seed in a short time, because whatever is not produced in quantity cannot have market. Then the other challenge is that for quite some time, the marketing of potatoes in Kisoro and even Kampala is somehow biased to color. When you go to the market and somebody has a white-skinned variety, another one has a red one, the red one sells faster, irrespective of the what, of the size.
Well, there has been a bit of a decline in the production of potatoes in our districts, basically because of this unpredictable weather.
Next week, NTV's On the Farm feature gives information on how farmers in Kisoro districts produce Irish potato throughout the year. Ivan Chimuchigozi, NTV On the Farm.